The outrage is building up in India. Pakistan, on the other hand, is still in denial over the war crimes committed by its troops during the Kargil war. And shockingly, it is not only the Pakistani government which has maintained an absolute silence and turned a blind eye to the plight of Captain Saurabh Kalia's family, but even human rights activists seem to be curiously mum in Islamabad. There is a blanket rejection to any war crime committed by Pakistani troops, a demand that has been reiterated by India over the last 13 years. Even the Pakistani press is now questioning the very motives of Captain Kalia's family to have raised the issue after 13 years. After grievous injuries, now Pakistan is also adding insult.
But there will be a very valid question that will be hanging all the time on this case, that why he waited for such a long time to come up with these charges right now, and why he didn't do it earlier, as the case should have been put it up since 1999.
The sacrifices made on both sides, even at the hand of this gentleman's parents, were for their country. Now, the betterment of both the countries is to move forward in a positive direction so that this conflict should come to an end, and we should move hand in hand for the better stability of this region. If I can look at it in this way, ups and downs have been there all the time, but in this case, I don't think a lot of heed should be given.
Strategic Affairs Editor Gaurav Sawant now joins us on the phone line. Can one really blame the Pakistan government, their human rights activists, or even their media, Gaurav, for questioning the motives of Saurabh Kalia's family when our own government has been completely apathetic to their plight over the last 13 years?
Yes, sadly, our own government did not pursue this matter to its logical conclusion, and we've just interviewed former External Affairs Minister Jaswant Singh, who was External Affairs Minister during the Kargil conflict, and he said that while India did raise the matter with Pakistan, and he as a former soldier understands the pain of Captain Saurabh Kalia, the 5 other Jawans and their families, but he also doesn't understand why it was never pursued to its logical conclusion. He says that there were a series of other events that overtook this development, and that is actually no explanation why subsequently it wasn't taken up with Pakistan, whether by the Defense Ministry or by the External Affairs Ministry. And my sources in the Ministry of Defense are telling me that there was a constant pressure on them not to raise uncomfortable issues, because an effort was made to, mend bridges, build bridges with Pakistan.
Absolutely.
And because there was this pressure to rebuild bridges with Pakistan and mend fences, all uncomfortable issues were put on the back burner. Something that has hurt Captain Saurabh Kalia's family.
Right.
They are fighting for justice, and they were constantly fighting for justice. From
Absolutely. So has justice for martyrs of the Kargil conflict fallen victim to the entire idea of building bridges with our neighbor Pakistan?